Thank you to the Altman Foundation and the Horace W. Goldsmith Foundation for helping make the PROJcast possible.
Welcome to our show. Join our flow. It's the 52nd Street PROJcast.
From the heart of Hell's Kitchen, this is the PROJcast, a podcast created by the community at the 52nd Street Project. We're a nonprofit in New York City that partners young people in the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood with professional artists. I'm John Sheehy, Director of Institutional Advancement at the project. School is back in session, and after-school and artistic programs are starting up again here at the project. Today, we have interviews about the pros and cons of school, a smart partner conversation looking back at high school, and a song about freedom. First up, we have a piece by project teen Derek, created during last year's radio making program. Radio making is our newest program at the project, and it introduces older project members to the art of telling stories through audio. The pieces were conceived, created, recorded, sound designed, and even performed by the project members with support from adult volunteers. Derek interviewed 2 other project members to get their perspectives on the good, the bad, and the ugly parts of being a student. Here's Derek's piece.
Hi, my name is Derek. Today I'm going to be talking about how someone likes school or dislikes school. I am telling this story so y'all can know why they like or dislike school. Also for y'all can hear something new. I also want to do this so if people in the middle can choose a side, and I am doing this because I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle because there is a bad side and a good side, and it's very hard to choose one.
Hi, my name is Derek, and I'm here with, what is your name?
Sarah.
Okay, hi Sarah. So today I'm going to be talking about school. I'm going to ask her a couple of questions, see if she likes it or dislikes it. Sarah, do you like school or not like school?
Well, I guess it depends on, what part of school, because, I would say school is divided into, the educational part, the academics, which I wouldn't say is the best part, and then the part where, you're with your friends, so I guess I partially like it.
What are you more into, education or social?
Well, I'm a very social person, I guess. I mean, honestly, half of the things that they're teaching us, I doubt we're going to need in the future.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 6th.
Does school change over time for you?
Well, I mean, there's a difference between, elementary school and middle school, but then over time, I mean, I guess, your classes are the same unless you're, well, honestly, no.
What is your favorite subject?
I guess, well, I mean, unless you count lunch as a subject, I would say lunch. But if you don't count it, I guess it would be INS, which is social studies.
What made you like social study?
Well, I mean, for starters, it's the only class where I'm not completely failing, or my grade is the highest. And there's also that it's I'm actually able to not be bored in it, and that my table isn't terrible.
Why isn't your table terrible?
I don't know, I guess. Well, some of my friends are there, and they keep me from, not, going to sleep or something.
Makes sense. Do you think school is hell?
Define hell.
It's very horrible.
Is it the stereotypical hell, where, the flames, the fire from paintings in the Renaissance, or are we talking how I don't know, adults telling you what to do?
Both.
I mean, it's not terrible hell. Well, I mean, unless you combine the fires and smoke and ashes of people before you, plus terrible people telling you what to do. I mean, it's not hell.
How does school make you feel?
I mean, it doesn't make me feel, honestly, I guess it doesn't make me feel anything, because it's just you get used to it after a while, and there isn't much to feel about school.
Do you feel stress in school?
I mean, most people ask that and they say, like, yeah, it's stressful. But I mean, I guess it's not stressful because it's stressful if you don't pay attention, which honestly I end up paying attention. So I guess it's not stressful.
Do you think school is interesting or not?
Oh, it's definitely not interesting. Honestly, it's like the same thing every single day. It's like, it just gets boring after a while.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sarah. That's all I needed to know.
No, thank you, Derek.
Hi, my name is Derek, and I'm here with...
Chyanne.
Hi, Chyanne. So right now I'm going to be talking about how she likes school or not like school. So, Chyanne, do you like school or not like school?
Yes and no.
What are you more?
No.
Why not?
It's stressful, and I'm tired of waking up early.
I agree. What grade are you in?
I'm in 11th grade.
Jeez. What do you do in school?
I wake up, I go to school at 9. I go to my first period class, then my second period class, then my third, then I have lunch, and then I go to my fourth and then my fifth. And I think that's it.
Did school change over time for you? Like when you were younger to like now?
Yes, it has.
Like how much?
A lot.
Because you're in 11th grade.
I guess, yeah.
Do you think school is hell?
Yes,
Why?
because it is stressful and there is a lot of work and a lot of determination and consistency.
Do you think you're part of education or social?
Both.
What is your favorite subject?
I would say math.
Why?
It's straightforward. It makes sense, sort of. Whereas everything else, you sort of have to analyze and make sense of things. Whereas math is one answer and that's it. It's like a yes or no question for math.
So you get more math than the other subject?
Yeah, I always get higher usually.
What is one thing you like about school?
I think I like my friends, probably.
So you like hanging out with your friends?
Yeah.
Do you sit with them in school? Or-
Usually no, just because if we sit together, we don't get anything done.
So you guys get distracted?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to be helping each other.
I mean, we do sometimes, but the teachers like move us because they already know, you know.
For you, how do you think school is interesting?
I think it's interesting to hear other people's opinions and hear about other people's experiences and things like that when it comes to certain topics.
How does school make you feel?
Anxious.
Why does it make you feel anxious?
There's always things to worry about and deadlines to meet and just work to do in general. And sometimes I feel like there's not enough hours in the day to do it. And so that makes me feel stressed out because I want to get everything done and also have time for myself and for family and for friends.
So you try to do everything to finish in time?
Yes.
Do you get a lot of work?
I think it depends on the day. Sometimes it could be like 2-3 hours of work. Sometimes it's an hour of work. It just depends on what day of the week it is.
What makes you interested in school?
I like learning new topics.
What type of topics?
In my school, we learn about like different like things like origins of life. Like my freshman year, I learned about the Big Bang, and then this year we're talking about the Bible, but like not as like nonfiction as fiction, And so that's interesting to look at and like hear other people's opinions and hear the history behind like literature and things like that.
Do you focus in class?
For the most part, yeah.
Which class you focus on more?
Probably like English, just because it's interesting, and if I don't focus, I'll miss out and probably won't get like the best grade.
Or like social study, you mean? You're more interested or something?
I hate social studies. That is like my least favorite. I'm in AP US and it's like the worst for me. I don't know why, but it's hard to get again because it's like a lot of analyzing, a lot of reading documents, a lot of reading, a lot of tests, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I'm tired.
If you could change school, what it might be?
I think I would change like the ideas of like the college process and about work in general, just because I feel like instead of stressing out kids when they're in their junior and senior year, maybe we should prepare them like freshman year, like taking SAT courses and PSAT courses from the beginning instead of pushing it all on them when they're the last 2 years when they have other like extracurricular things to do and extra classes to take in general. I think that I learned that especially this year when I have a lot going on, it feels like when one thing is added on, it feels like 10 times worse. Like just having a lot of classes and then dealing with SAT and then dealing with, okay, college, like you're 2 years away, what are you going to do? And that kind of thing. Whereas I look at my freshman and sophomore year and I was just kind of like, this is fun, this is cool, I'm going to take a nap at 3 p.m. and it's fine because I have no work. But now it's like, you can't take naps.
So you want like less work for like the freshman years and the others year?
I think it's more like helping kids manage their time and preparing them earlier. That's what I think.
Okay. Thank you, Chyanne.
Thank you, Derek.
I learned that Cheyenne's friend keeps her distracted, and Sarah's friends keeps her focused. I'm guessing the older you and your friends are, the more you get distracted. I wish I learned more about what they thought about education. I'm also intrigued that Chyanne wants to change the freshman and sophomore year to apply college early. I am still in the middle because one of them said their friend keeps them focused and the other one said they make her distracted. And they both are true. One of them likes social study and the other dislikes social study. Well, that makes me in the middle because I'm in the dislike more, but I like social studies. They both sound like they're in the dislike more. I'm still in the middle, but more to the dislike. I know some of y'all will agree or disagree, but y'all might agree, then disagree. It's up to you to decide, and I can't make y'all decide.
That was Derek and his radio making piece. Thank you to Jose Gamo for working with Derek to make this story. And thank you to Brian Blasky for composing original music for Derek's radio making piece. Next up, we're going to hear more from Project alum Tatiana and her smart partner Crystal. Tati and Crystal recorded this interview on their very last day of smart partnering. They covered a lot of topics. You might remember them from our food episode. This time, we're hearing Tati and Crystal reflect on Tati's high school experience. Take a listen.
It's kind of strange, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how could all these years go by? And,
So fast.
Because it's been, at least 7 years? Since
7
at least
years.
we first met.
Because we started, I think, when I was in middle school.
Yeah, like at least 6.5 to 7.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's been
And now I'm graduating out of high school, and today was my last day. Oh, so many sad days.
I don't think I even realized today was your official last day of class.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
wow. That makes today kind of this really special day. I mean, how do you feel now that you're graduating?
I mean, I feel sad, to be honest. Like, there's, like, a lot of things I wish I could say to people, but, like, you know, I couldn't, in a way.
Yeah.
But it's, like, it's complicated, but it's, like,
Like the people I used to talk to, I wish I could have said something to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, yeah.
Do you think that, are you guys connected on social media?
Well, yeah.
Is there a way to like send a little note and just be like, you know what, at least just wanted to say
Maybe,
congrats?
maybe. But the person, I'm not going to say any names, but it's a he, but he's moving away for college, so.
Oh. Well, maybe in 10 years, the high school reunion.
Imagine.
You guys have had some time. You can say hello and reconnect.
Yeah, but
it's all right. You live and you learn and you grow. And
yeah, high school was like a learning experience for me. I realized who's my real friends are, who's going to be by my side, who's not. And like, I'm glad for all those moments I had, to be honest. The good or the bad and the ugly. Like, high school was like a roller coaster, to be honest.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. I think, even when I was in high school, it was that too. I think the thing you learn is that we all have our struggles. We all have our insecurities. We all have our things we kind of wish we said in a more perfect way. But there's no perfect. And I think at the end of the day, I don't know, it's a little corny to say it, but I mean it. Like, I think it's, what's that old adage? Like, hopefully you leave people better than when you found them in some way, or...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the year, like, for example, prom, like, I try not to be, like, that person that discriminates, like, the nerds or, like, the pop... Like, I was talking to everybody. Like, I even danced with a nerd. Like, they're not even called nerds. Well, like, that's how society calls them. But, like, I was being nice to everybody, And that's who I am. Like, prom was that one day that everybody felt togetherness.
And you all had fun together?
Yeah.
That's great.
And it was nice for, like, the nerds to, like, associate with, like, the cooler kids, quote unquote. It was, like, it was nice.
And what you learn is, like, high school is so funny that way. All those kind of false categories that people are clumped into, you'll learn in life.
They're not really...
They're just constructs that, people put on other people.
Yeah.
And people have much more in common than we think they do. And also it's great that there's so much that's so different about everybody. And sometimes high school actually doesn't always end. You'll see pockets of life where it's like, this is kind of like high school.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do you deal with it in a different way? And that's where you see yourself growing up and becoming a woman.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be like, oh, I remember when in high school, this and that. Like, I see that in a lot of TV shows. And like, oh, in high school, I was like this. And
promise me, Tati, you will not be one of those people that says, those are the best years of my life.
Oh, no.
I think that's so sad.
It wasn't. Maybe, okay, 11th grade was the best year. I'm not going to lie.
It could be a great year.
It was a great
year. Don't assign it to be the best year of your life. Oh, you have a lot of life to live. And I don't know. I just think it's
whoever
kind of sad.
says that is kind of corny. Like,
well, it's just defeatist. It's like, what, life doesn't get better? Of course it hopefully will.
I don't think high school is going to be my best 4 years of my life, to be honest.
No, I don't think so.
Like, okay, 11th grade, I'm just going to keep repeating that. That was the best year.
11th grade sounds like it was
that was
amazing.
the best year. 12th grade, I mean, the end of the year, it was awesome. But other than that, like, 11th grade wins by far.
Well, I'm glad you have a good memory. Some people don't have an 11th grade to cling to in high school. So, well, good for you. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm going to remember that year for a long time.
That was Smart Partners Tatiana and Crystal. Finally, we have a performance from the 52nd Street Project's gala Power in Numbers from this past May. Freedom is a song about what it means to come into your own power and to be free, with lyrics by Amari and music by Sean P. Palatroni. Ronald Pete performs this song, but before we hear from him, here's the lyricist himself, Amari, to introduce the song.
Hello, I'm Amari. I'm with the 52nd Street Project and also with song making, where 5 kids write 3 songs. One of the songs I will be sung is Freedom, and Ronald Pete will be singing Freedom. Hope you enjoy.
Freedom is power. I wanna be free. I wanna express and feel. I wanna go on with my life. I have to break the seal, and I'm almost there. There's a ride on my back, it's responsibility. We can't stay kids forever. Sing to my past, present and future. We can do it together, and I'm almost there. Free from the chaos, free from being trapped by the rules and told to stay. The power isn't there to do the things you wanna do, but you will one day. Freedom is confidence. Learn to love yourself. Live to learn. Learn to live. Trust me. You'll see. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Almost there.
That was Ronald Pete performing Amari's song Freedom with music by Sean P. Palatroni. The gala band included Sam Weber on bass, Doug Derryberry on guitar, Chris Schultz on percussion, and was led by music director Avi Amon on the keyboard. If you want more songmaking, you're in luck. We'll have our annual concert on Friday, October 25th, featuring a set list of brand new original songs created by project members with second-year candidates from NYU's MFA Music Theater Writing program. The songmaking concert is the same night as our Big Kids Bash, an annual party for grown-ups to raise money to keep project events free for the public and project programs free for our members. And before that, you can check out the project's playback program, where a group of young people write plays that they perform with volunteer partners. Heard It Through the Grapevine, The Surprising Plays, will be performed October 18 to 20 at our very own Five Angels Theater. Admission for our shows, as always, is free. For more information on any of these events, head over to our website, 52project.org. And now, for the credits. The project members featured in this episode were Derek, Sarah, Chyanne, Tatiana, and Amari. The adult volunteers in this episode were Jose Gamo, Brian Blasky, Crystal Lucas, Sean P. Palatroni, Doug Derryberry, Chris Schultz, Sam Weber, and Avi Amon. The project theme song was created by Justin and his smart partner, Eric March, and performed by Miranda Anderson, Rebecca, and Nicole. The project logo was created by Iris Brown. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search the 52nd Street Project and look for 5e and 2e in our logo. The 52nd Street Project is supported by funds from the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs and the New York State Council on the Arts. The 52nd Street Project is a non-profit organization, and we're able to do what we do because of generous folks like you. Please go to our website, 52project.org/donate, to check out how you can support us. Every little bit helps. We hope that the school year has gotten off to a good start for everyone, and we'll see you next time on the PROJcast.
See you next month. Wait, nothing rhymes with month. On the 52nd Street PROJcast.